5 signs you've been mentally abused. When we consider the concept of abuse, physical abuse often comes to mind first. However, it's important to recognize that abuse is not limited to physical acts. Mental abuse, characterized by the manipulation and control, can have a profound impact on one's self-esteem and sense of isolation. Let's explore mental health abuse in a different light, focusing on the potential for growth and healing. Imagine Cinderella, classic example of a victim of mental abuse. She was isolated by her stepsisters and stepmother, forced to carry out their commands, and left with no hope even within her own family. The enduring aspect of mental abuse is that it can persist for a prolonged period because it lacks viable physical signs, making intervention less likely. According to Jerry Stein's research, emotional abuse often goes unnoticed, minimized, and dismissed by the abuser, the victims themselves, and others. Additionally, individuals who have experienced mental abuse are more likely to find themselves in further abusive situations. Counselor Andrea Matthews explains that those who were exposed to mental abuse during childhood may view abusive behavior as normal, leading them unknowingly into abusive relationships. Recognizing whether you have been a victim of mental abuse is a crucial first step towards helping yourself. It involves identifying the people in your past or present who may have been your abusers. This awareness is especially significant since mental abuse can take a toll on both your mental health and physical well-being. Let's explore the 5 signs that indicate you may have experienced mental abuse without realizing it. These signs serve as beacons, guiding you towards self-discovery and healing. Empathy awakening. Research from the University of Berlin suggests that early life stress, including emotional neglect and mental abuse, can impact the hippocampus, making it more challenging to empathize with others' emotions. While it's natural to struggle with empathizing in certain situations, if you find it consistently difficult to understand and connect with others on an emotional level, it could be a sign of past mental abuse. Rebuilding self-esteem. Do you often struggle with boosting your self-confidence? Do you find yourself plagued by self-doubt? Mental abuse can contribute to a negative self-image by consistently putting you down. Studies on self-esteem in adolescents have revealed a negative correlation between psychological maltreatment and self-esteem. Victims of mental abuse often perceive themselves as having little or no value to others, leading them to believe that the world is unsafe and that they are destined for further abuse. Number 3. The yes to all syndrome. When someone cares about you, they don't seek to control or manipulate you. However, self-absorbed caregivers may unintentionally instill in you the belief that others' needs always take precedent over your own. As a result, you may feel compelled to consistently please others to gain their approval, believing you are lesser than they are. This urge to please can be a telltale sign of mental abuse. Challenging self-doubt. Challenging self-doubt. Has mental abuse caused you to question your sanity and sense of reality? Gaslighting, a common form of control used by abusers, can make you doubt yourself and your instincts. When frequently gaslit in the past, you may lack the confidence in your abilities and subject yourself to relentless self-doubt. Rebuilding trust in yourself and your perceptions is a vital part of the healing process. Number, overcoming fatigue. Do you frequently experience exhaustion? Not simply tiredness that can be cured with a cup of coffee, but deep fatigue that leaves you feeling drained. Surprisingly, mental abuse can take a physical toll on your body. Research has shown a correlation between childhood emotional abuse or neglect and chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia in adulthood. The burden of an overactive lifestyle combined with altered pain perception and low self-esteem may contribute to these conditions. It's important to note that these signs are not exhaustive, but they highlight some of the more common effects of mental abuse endured over extended periods. If you recognize any of these signs in yourself, it may be beneficial to seek some support from a mental health professional. Remember, healing is possible, and there is support available to help you navigate the effects of abuse.